Welcome back into Marvel's Midnight Suns. Let's do this. I hope you are having a good day. Let me just get rid of the mascots for you. There we go.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Oh, I get it. It seems to put it a curry favor with one and decline it with the other.
Let's get to work. Let's see what we got here. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, take your pick, Hunter.
The blade has two of these already, so I could feasibly upgrade them. The same with this, one step ahead.
How long
I
did you say you were
think I
exposed to this thing?
prefer to
That's
this
probably-
one.
Don't forget to write.
Until next time. We desperately need to get in. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I have three options as you can see. I'm thinking about either the bottom two.
Do you think this will be enough to give us an edge?
I hope so. Whatever it is, it's quite powerful. I'm relying on my instincts here, but truly that's all I have to rely on until I can find a way to access the Sanctum's archives again.
That seems a bit risky.
Right now, with the Sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite.
Oh, I beg to
What have you
differ.
brought me today? This really isn't the ideal environment for these parchments. One misplaced ember, and that'll be all she wrote.
Good one.
I'm not expecting any difference with this one. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. A simple object, though certainly not useless.
Yes. Continue, it's the only option I have. One research level. Research projects take 1 decade to complete. Required buffer was like room upgrades, combat items and hero outfits. The way of the Fang. As a master of 13 different martial arts and counting, Blade could teach the Midnight Suns a basic technique for knocking enemies back in combat. But even the greatest teachers need the right tools. Can't do that yet, as I need to do 3 missions with Blade. War games. Carol says we need to up our game to meet this new threat. As usual, she's right. But to do more in combat, we need to do more down here in the forge. Self-learning AI workstation running endless combat situations might help me make better use of this coil stuff. That gives me the port schematic. Increases ability ops and an additional ability when analyzing chemicals. That seems top of the 2. Weaving magic. Supernatural fabrication. Weaving in magic and science is fine in theory. But in practice, where there is bad practice. However, if we were to get the Daniel, I might be able to fabricate some pretty powerful items to help you in combat. craft powerful single-use combat items. War games. Start research.
Alright, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Research is now in progress. Return to the vaults tomorrow morning with the results.
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Meet
Moving
Robbie.
to the forge, Hunter? You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
Taking the top
Would be my
option
honor to
here.
spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
What does the green arrow mean? I think that's the environmentalist buff. 100% extra damage.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest.
Ready to work?
I did go out and explore in between recording sessions. Found a good bunch of things.
Play with fire, huh?
Maybe you should be the
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
I'll see you next time for more Midnight Suns. See you there.